Chance Moore, Honor Huff, and Brenen Lorient.
Honor, tonight, you seemed like you were able to hit your shots tonight. You were kind of back into your rhythm. What was going right for you tonight?
I wish I was a little bit more back into my rhythm. But just the do-or-die mindset we have right now as a team. I think just the camaraderie we're bringing every day in these last 72 hours of the defeat of Oklahoma State, just not wanting to let my team down. I think I just came out with a kind of mindset of just, I'm going to leave it all out there. I'm going to have some fun, and I think it shows in the plays that I was able to make and the plays that these guys were able to make.
Both Chance and Brenen, both you guys regarding AJ a lot tonight. What makes him such a hard player to play against?
He just, he has great length. He's very skilled, and he knows his spots very well. So we were just trying to, get physical without fouling, and try to make it tough for him as possible, and just don't give him any easy ones.
For any of you guys, what worked on the offensive glass tonight?
Man, that's the last two games we got killed on the glass pretty bad. Utah game we lost on the glass pretty bad. TCU, so that's been a big emphasis from the coaches to get more rebounds and get more second chance opportunities.
Brenen, you scored 14 of your 18 points in the second half. What was it you saw in the defense, the schemes, or was it more of just how the game flew that got you going in that second half?
Definitely. It was definitely more the game, how the game went. Honor, Trey, they command a lot of off the ball screen, so a lot of times that leaves me open to get open layups, and it definitely just went my way this day.
Brenen, early on, it seemed like you had good shots, but they weren't going in. How do you overcome that? How do you, prevent yourself from losing confidence when you miss your first 4 or 5? And generally, it looked like just about every one was a high percentage look.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely tough whenever you miss those couple early ones, but usually whenever I don't get those easy ones to go in early, I just focus on doing the little things a little better, rebounding, getting stops on defense, and that's really just my main focus in those times.
Chance, you mentioned about trying not to foul the bench, but is it difficult to transition to vertical and everything when he is basically driving into you so hard and creating so much contact?
Yeah, it's very difficult because he's very fast and long. So I try to run while showing hands, and then I know he's gonna give me that bump. So just try not to swipe down as best as possible, and late contest.
And Brenen, Coach Hodge said you obviously be using a lot of different defensive tactics against him. Was there one that worked better? Trapping, running him into doubles, playing him straight up. What do you think worked the best?
I would say early in the game we're in monster, big to big double, and I think we stayed in that for most of the time, right? Most of the time that worked for most of the time, but I think we just got better this week at knowing when to go and when not to go. I think that was the biggest key.
Brenen, BYU's lost 8 of 12 now. I mean, they beat Iowa State, but they're so up and down. But in this league, you could be facing them again, in the tournament or something, and anything could happen. I mean, just talk about how actually good they are and how good they can be. I mean, you guys just beat them, but there's a team that's they could turn around and do something else.
Definitely, those guys are really skilled. They got a good coach. They know what they want to run, and they're definitely a scary team to look out for. As everybody in this conference is, every night you're getting your guys' best every single night. This league's no easy games, and that's a really good team. They played hard tonight.
Chance, in regards to your game, how are you starting to become more comfortable and just kind of attacking the basket more and more, especially in these last couple of games?
I'm just trying to, let it come to me, not force it too much, but while being aggressive. And, I'm trying to rebound as best as possible on both ends. I know when guys shoot the ball, it's an opportunity to go get it, whether they make it or miss it. Just putting that pressure on the defense, by crashing.
Honor, you're at 99 threes for the season. Only 2 Mountaineers have ever reached 100, so what would that mean to get to 100?
It'll mean a lot. I mean, I think come from my sophomore year at Chat, I've gotten to hit the accolade of 100 threes, and I think it's just a testament to the people around me, the confidence they have in me to shoot that many threes, because I didn't go 99 for 99. I can promise you that. So just their confidence in me to get them up, and just the work I've put in since I was a kid. I mean, it all comes to fruition at this stage, and I'm just grateful to be in this position to do that again this year.
Brenen, the block shot with 18 seconds left, is there any way you can put into words what that moment felt like for you?
Man, I was just really just strapped in on trying to get a stop. I mean, it was a crucial moment. They just scored two quick baskets back to back, and I seen him just slide it out, so I knew he was trying to get something off at the three-point line, and I just contested straight up, and I was able to block it.
For either of you, you guys went 17 of 22 from the free throw line. How important were those free throws tonight?
Very important. You know, we've been trying to have a bigger emphasis on that. We've been working on it more at the end of practice rather, and you know, just trying to lock in, you know, put the work in, and it'll show.
Hunter, you talked a little bit about the mindset and the do or die. What was different, I guess, maybe after Oklahoma State than the losses before it? Is it the potential of the finality, maybe, you know, setting in for some of you guys that are done as seniors?
Yeah, I mean, I said this before, you always want to focus on the next game at hand, but obviously we're not naive to the fact that, you know, we have 2 games guaranteed in the regular season, and obviously we still have a chance to do something special that we all want to do, which is go to the NCAA tournament, but can't have any slip-ups. So I just think it in turn, our aggressiveness and assertiveness from the jump today really showed. And I'm not saying it's just because of that, because we should have been doing that from the jump, but I mean, we're in this situation now, so we got to make the best of it. And I think we did. We started it off right and winning this one, so I got to get the next 2.
Chance, the team scored 24 points off the bench, and obviously you had a big contribution into having 11. How much pride do you take kind of being that spark coming off the bench and contributing as much as you did?
I mean, when I come in, I just try to, you know, play my role as best as possible, you know, bring that energy, you know, defensively and offensively, and, you know, just keep the rhythm going, you know, if we're maintaining the lead, try to make it, you know, stronger.
Brenen, one more on guarding AJ. First half, second half, it seemed like he obviously was more aggressive in the second half. Did you get a sense of that too, like in the first half, that he, I don't want to say he was going through the motions, but he obviously was more aggressive in the second half?
For sure. I think at halftime he had 4 shot attempts, so we knew coming out at halftime he was going to be definitely more aggressive. That's why Coach just emphasized being in gaps early and, you know, just playing straight head up, no fouls, show your hands.
So how do you handle that in the first time? Because I'm guessing you're like, okay, he's, you know, first round pick and he's going to come out and do this, that, and then he doesn't do it. Does that catch you off guard?
Nah, man. Like we played some really good players. Peterson, he had a slow start, but you know those guys, it doesn't take long for them to see a couple of shots go in and they catch a rhythm. So, well, it was never anything like that. Just keep our assignment on and keep playing defense.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No secret that this team has had some long scoring droughts at times. Come out in the second half, immediately cut in half. But you all were able to stop that there. It didn't grow into a 5 or 6 scoreless. Anything different about the way you all approached that, or what you said in the huddle?
It's kind of similar to the Kansas game. I don't know if you remember, we were up and they kind of cut into the lead, They took the lead, and we kind of just stayed composed. And I want to give a shout out to our fans. I mean, they rallied behind us even through their run, and we were able to kind of build off their energy and create our own energy as a group. Like I told him, I mean, we understand that, you know, we only got 2 games left guaranteed in the regular season, so it's kind of just like a calming sense of we're here now. Take the time to talk amongst each other, take a deep breath, and, you know, make the plays necessary to keep our lead. We know they're gonna make a run, like he said. I mean, AJ DeManson's not gonna have 4 shot attempts forever. He's gonna get them up, and we understand that. And he's a great player. So just weathering that storm, I think we've shown we can do, and I'm glad we did it today as well.
Chance, about a minute left. I think it was you had the steal in transition, where I don't know what he saw, but like I don't think anybody thought he was gonna pass it. Just take me through that. Like, did you trick him? Did he just make a bad decision? What happens there?
Yeah, I was just trying to sprint back as hard as possible. You know, I was trying to get like a chase down block, but he kind of slowed up, so I just back tapped it, you know, and it worked in our favor.
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate you.